What's up, y'all? Dustin Jones with Stronger Life Fitness here. I'm joined by Adrienne Allen, a very accomplished track and field athlete. Many of you all know her. We are going to be talking about how to improve your balance, but in particular, how to improve your reactive balance. Now, when many of us talk about balance training or even do our own balance training, a lot of it may be standing on one leg or something like that, closing your eyes, touching your nose, whatever, all that fun stuff. That is actually more, we call that anticipatory balance. Now, when you think about the real world, when you really need balance to stay up on your feet or in competition, you need some anticipatory balance, but you need the capacity to react. You need that reactionary balance. Now, how many of you all actually train your reactionary balance or your reaction timing? And not a lot of people are doing that, but there's a great tool that we can use that if you have a smartphone or a tablet that you can use to actually train your reaction timing that can help with your reactionary balance that will translate well to the field, the track, or whatever sport you may play. So this app is called the Clock Yourself app. So the Clock Yourself app is developed by a physical therapist in Australia, and it's very scalable. So there may be people that can't walk alone. They may have to walk with a walker, for example, that are able to use this app. And then you have people like Adrienne Allen that are elite level track and field athletes that are going to benefit from this as well. So it's very, very scalable and applicable to many people. So we'll start off with the simple clock right here. And so what Adrienne is doing is she is pretending like she is standing in the middle of a clock face. And so there's going to be a voice prompt that's going to tell Adrienne to step to that number and then come back to the middle. You can adjust the speed or the steps per minute. You can also adjust the duration as well of how long you want to do this. There's also an option to where you can adjust if you want the left half of the clock or the right half of the clock, or the top or the bottom. This is very helpful for people that may need one hand on a table or something to support, and then you can have one half that you'll be able to step to. So we're gonna do the full clock. We're gonna go at 50 steps per minute, and this is gonna call out a random number, and Adrienne's gonna step to it. All right, let's do this.
8, 11, 4.
And she's just stepping to that number on that clock and then coming right back to the
9.
middle. All right. So obviously the faster you go, the more challenging it's going to be. We were at 50 steps per minute. You can go all the way up to 120. And that's pretty crazy. 50 is very fast there. So yeah, it's pretty wild. So you can train your agility and your stepping reaction time, and you can also train your brain as well. So you can add a cognitive component to these exercises. So the next level is actually called brain games, to where the numbers could represent different things. We're going to use months. So when Meg, the voice, calls out January, that actually means you need to step to 1. If she calls out September, that means you need to step to 9, for example. So we'll take the speed, we'll do 50 steps per minute as well, make sure we're good to go. All right, let's do this.
September, March, February, April, January.
All right, there you go. And I hope you can appreciate the Australian accent with the months. But if you really ramp up the speed, especially with this cognitive component or the months, this can be very, very challenging physically, but also mentally. Very helpful to have. The next one is the coordination piece. So you can add on motor tasks. All right, so there are prompts to where Meg, the creator of this app, would say center touchdown or sent to touchdown. And all that means is you're touching both hands to the ground. She could say something like biceps. So you're just doing bicep curls. She could say chest press, and that's where you're going in and out like this. She could say punches as well. And so she gives you these different prompts, but as you're doing that movement, you still have to step to the numbers that she's calling out. I've seen a lot of people that they will actually use dumbbells or light dumbbells as they're doing these movements and then doing the stepping as well. So we're going to coordination here, make sure we're good to go. 50 steps per minute once again.
Center touchdown, chest press, 3, 6, 10.
All right.
7,
So you can see if we cranked up the speed and put some weights in there, that'd be a rather challenging activity. All right, and then we can go up to athletic agility. So athletic agility, same clock face, but makes it much more complex because Mega's going to say the number. So 1, you step to 1 and come back. She could also say touch 1. So you're gonna reach down and touch 1. She could say 7 and 1, and that's where I'd go 7, 1, and then come back. She could also say double ones, where I do double 1 and then come back. So this can get rather challenging, rather quick. We'll keep this at 50 steps per minute. And go.
Double 3. 8 and 2. Double 9. Double 6. 7. 11 and 5. 3.
Yeah. So that's fun stuff.
It was like we crushed it,
You did awesome. So that's the clock yourself at. I encourage you all to check this out. If you feel like your balance training may be a little boring or maybe not that effective, consider training reactionary balance. And this app is a great way to do it, very scalable and applicable to anyone that wants to improve their balance.